cholera, that is not something that is happening to Ghana the first time maybe in the last 50 years. They seem to reoccur and reoccur and reoccur. Unfortunately, when they occur, public officers bear the brunt, as if they are the people causing the problem. But from all the speakers and from literature and practice, you realize that sanitation is number one. Mr. Speaker, how can we have a country where people build houses and there are no toilets in them? How can we? How can we have people use the washrooms, don't wash their hands, and go and eat? How can we get food vendors prepare food without cooking them well or washing them well, and still blame somebody outside the vicinity? So I believe that it is time we educate our people that prevention is always better than cure. And if you actually understand what happened during the COVID period, where we didn't record any cholera cases, it was because we were practicing safe hygiene, using sanitizers, washing our hands, and all that. And I believe that we have to bring that focus back on that safety, hygienic practices again, so that Ghanaians understand that cholera can be prevented. When I was a child, what I realized was that anytime mangoes started booming in town, cholera also reared its ugly head. So ever since I was a child, anytime there was mango in town, I never eat mango. I wait for the mango to prevent cholera. And it has worked for me up till today. So I believe that this business of toilets not being in homes is something that the local government minister would have to take it on seriously. At least there should be one toilet, one family. If it's even a compound house and we have 3 different families, they should have 3 different toilets. Because we all know that public toilets are not safe. We all know. We know emergency cases in schools or maybe in lorry parks, but in communities, we should do whatever it takes to make sure that we put toilets in every home. That should be the strategy. Otherwise, we'll come back to be talking about these things all the time. Doctor also made mention of the town council people that used to come around when we were children. They call them tankers. In fact, in those days when we were kids and you hear that the tankers were coming to your area, every household got cleaned up because you know that you are going to be charged. Recently in my region, we introduced what we call the e-tankers, where we try to digitalize the tankers program. And virtually all the district assemblies, town council, we call them tankers. Town councils, yes, that's correct. We got the environmental officers to use technology to monitor homes and the rest. And we could see the trend that people were trying to come up speed. Along the line, they started using it even as propaganda. That is the regional minister that have sent people to come and check their homes. But the fact of the matter is that cleanliness is next to godliness. And I believe that if we're able to do more of these, it will help us do better. Mr. Speaker, whilst the minister was speaking, he was very bold to thank the nurses. And I'm very happy. But we've seen a circular also sacking nurses. So I'm wondering, is he using the letter to thank them? Or is really thanking them because they've done a yeoman's job? Because how can you sack people you are thanking for getting employment to help the health sector improve and sustain itself? So, Mr. Speaker, I believe that this issue is as simple as ABC. We should continue to preach prevention, show people what they should do when they get it, and then attend to the health facilities. Because, Mr. Speaker, it is a fact that those who don't report within the first 24 hours of visible symptoms of cholera, especially those who are dehydrated, die. So it is always good that they go there as quickly as possible. We know ORS and the rest can be used. But if you are not careful, you don't apply it properly, you lose a lot of water and you dehydrate to the extent that sometimes we call cholera the blue death. So I believe that reporting as quickly as possible to the health facility is very important. And because most people also don't show the symptoms, Mr. Speaker, it's also very dangerous. That is why prevention is also key to this progress of this disease. On meningitis, like we all know, is basically a disease of inflammation of the brain, tissues around the brain. And it's caused by a lot of different agents. There's medicine for a lot of them, and people should report as quickly to the health facilities for checkups and for treatment so that we can save more lives and save this country.